sunshine and a train in the rain. There's a face in the mirror that's showing the strain. A woman in the park standing in the dark. A love and a man that's breaking his heart, but it's alright. He's catching the next train home. He's catching the next train home.
Berlinmuren byggdes 1961. Hur förklarar era perspektiv murens uppbyggnad?
Enligt konstruktivismen så var statens intresse att ekonomin skulle gå bra. Därför hade det inte råd med att folk flydde från landet. Och folket flyg och ekonomin inte runt eftersom arbetskraften var det som flydde. Om människor med jobb och inkomst flyr finns det snart inget sätt för staten att få in pengar.
Enligt realismen så hjälper staten sig själv genom att skapa en mur. De måste hålla inne befolkningen för att hjälpa statens bästa. Det handlar först och främst om ekonomin. De vill ha en leviata. Sovjet vill alltså ha en unipolär värld. De försöker överleva genom att hjälpa statens intresse.
Östtyskland skapade en mur eftersom det på så sätt skulle kunna få en stark relation med Sovjet genom att skärma av sig mot väst. Genom att arbeta med Sovjet får både Östtyskland och Sovjet absolute gains. De får en kollektiv säkerhet. Båda får säkerhet och trygghet.
Något som är viktigt att se ur ett realistiskt perspektiv är att Västtyskland går med i NATO år 1955. Detta är viktigt ur ett realistiskt perspektiv eftersom att det betyder en säkerhet för nationen. Sverige erkänner Östtyskland som stat 1972. Hur förklarar de olika perspektiven det?
Sverige erkänner Östtyskland 1972, direkt när det blir socialt accepterat att göra det. Det här sker för att skapa en god relation mellan Östtyskland och Sverige och visa Sveriges vänliga attityd. Sverige vill utåt visa sig vara en neutral nation och om Sverige erkänner Östtyskland som stat kommer fler länder följa efter.
Sverige erkänner DDR för att de inte vill ha konflikt. De vill ha en god relation för att försvara sin stat. Om Sverige erkänner Östtyskland kommer det i framtiden inte hamna i konflikt och på så sätt har Sverige säkrat en säker framtid.
Sverige erkänner Östtyskland som stat. Dels eftersom vi inte hade något otsalt med Sovjetunionen och dels för att omvärlden förväntade sig att vi skulle ha en god relation med landet. Dessutom ville vi ge möjligheten för både våra egna invånare och andra länders att utan problem kunna resa in och ut ur Östtyskland och då behövde vi också ha en bra relation med landet. Något som vi inte skulle kunna ha om vi vägrade att erkänna landet.
Vad föranledde murens fall?
Günter Schabowski, medlem i DDR, uttalade sig att man får passera muren för att ta sig till andra sidan. Muren saknar nu sitt syfte. Folk får bekräftelse av staten att det är okej att passera och ta ner muren.
Bryter inte detta lite mot konstruktivismen? Plötsligt förändras normen.
Normen har ju länge blivit ifrågasatt och därför förändrats till att muren inte längre ska finnas kvar.
Eftersom det är bra att ha samarbete mellan stater så var det naturligt att muren föll. Eftersom då har öst mycket godare chanser att vara allierade med Västtyskland och hela västvärlden. Detta ger Östtyskland en säkerhet eftersom det då är starkare länder, till exempel USA, som kan hjälpa dem i konflikter.
Stater vill ha relationer med andra stater samt frihet. De vill inte vara instängda.
So the first question is, what side of the Berlin Wall did you live, or do you live?
East.
Now?
Yeah.
Always?
No, before I moved, like, because I'm not from Berlin, but when I moved to Berlin, it was the east side.
Where are you from?
Trier, South Germany.
And what side did that go? Or was that?
That's west.
Oh, okay.
West.
Okay.
Did you live before during the wall was up?
Sorry? No. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
What has your parents told you the situation was before the wall was up?
Is this still right to dress?
Not that much because we lived so far away from the wall, so they didn't really have any touching with it. You can say it like this.
Yeah. And what did your parents say about the day that wall fell?
They were really happy and celebrating. Yeah.
Did they expect it?
Yeah, a little.
And how do you think from going to school and all that the society has changed since the war?
I think East Berlin is much cooler now. Or the whole East is a little bit more open-minded to everything.
Oh,
More modern as well.
the East is more modern.
Like before the
Yeah,
war.
yeah. Okay.
It
But-
has developed over.
Exactly.
And what do you think is the most important thing for us to know?
About the wall.
Yeah, about the whole war and
Yeah, maybe that it was a stupid idea to put a wall in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
To separate people after there was already a war, and then to separate them again. Yeah, and the people who lived in the East, they had to, like, I don't know if they had a chilly life because I don't know, but you heard a lot of stories like about that they don't well men of these people.
Which is on the second floor.
do you still think that there is like parts like
It's from 7:30 to 11, which is €6 on your site in the morning.
like there is still like the East that in one way the West is in another.
I don't think so.
No.
Not in Germany.
Okay.
So they are like blended now.
Yeah.
But do you think there are differences, like in when you see it economically and socially?
I don't think so that
You
much.
don't? So it's pretty much mashed up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very
That's
much.
cool.
No problem.
Okay. I came to West Berlin in 1973, and I took a tour into East Berlin, a bus tour. It was okay to do that. And what struck me as we went from West to East Berlin was it was like going from a color movie to a black and white movie. It was really dramatic because there was so much life and activity on the west side, and then going into the east, it was just dull, gray, quiet. And the bus that I was on, when we were stopped at Checkpoint Charlie, they had mirrored things to go under the bus and see if anyone was under there or both directions. So that was my experience.
Well, what year was this?
1973,
So this was when the wall was up.
when the wall was up. Yes,
How long have you been here now?
we've lived here for 3.5 years now.
Oh,
Yes.
You live here in the East.
in the east portion. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, right on the river.
and how do you think that there has been a change in society since you were here?
Oh, I was here only briefly at that time. You might be able to speak to this better, but the diversity, the energy, the culture, the activities, it's just a very exciting, lively city. Beautiful city to live in.
So if you were to be comparing the west side to the east side now, today,
Now it seems like the east side is what is booming.
Yeah.
Not to diminish what's in the west, but there's just a lot more reconstruction and energy in the east from my perspective.
And what about you?
Well, I originally have been escaping with my parents as a little boy from East Germany to West Germany. I was 9 years old, and my parents took me from east to west. So that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
And when I grew up in West Germany, in Nuremberg, and I had the chance at the age of 14, 15 to go back to my school friends in East Germany. And it was like we couldn't talk to each other. They just thought that we were the aggressors, we the West people were the bad people, we would be causing wars or whatsoever. So I had that. I was then invited a few times and came to the East afterwards just to visit, but only short visits because members of my family were digging tunnels here, and so my last name, we weren't sure if the police would give us a hard time.
Interesting. But how do you think that the society has changed from when you were young?
Okay, capitalism has taken over, of course, Germany. Particularly the people in the East. Many people have adapted to it. Where we will live, have still some people who think it was better in the East, and are still saying we wished we could have it back what we had before. What the main point is that in the West we have more people with their elbows trying to push everyone aside, where in the East they cared more about others and did more things, that it was more a community to many of those people. Otherwise, I would say that there is some problem. The East people are saying that all voices from West tend to say that they know it all better, that they are the managers who are brought here. The people of the East don't know anything about it. And many people are saying we are just waiting. Current capitalism can't go on like this. One day there has to be a compromise between socialism and capitalism.
Interesting.
So, I have something.
Yeah, thank you.